Happy Sunday morning, folks. Good morning, Duke. How you doing this morning? Hello. Here's your good boy. Yeah. So, I'm drinking my chocolate coffee this morning. He ain't gonna rub the tummy. Yeah. And watching Southern Prepper 1, which is another good channel. If you haven't watched his channel, please go do so. He puts out a lot of really good information. If you haven't figured it out yet, I pretty much listen to or watch YouTube all day long. I watch about 150 to 200 channels every day while I'm going about my normal thing. This is my way of finding out information that is going on all over the world. So there was a couple ideas that one or two channels came up with for their communities that I wanted to share with you. Yes, we're getting ready to go into August, and those of you who live in the northern climes, this probably would not work for you. But those who are down here, down south, who have 100 to 200 days more of good weather before a really good first frost comes in, this would really work. And the idea was, if you have a front yard that is open to the public, instead of just having grass out in the front yard, go ahead and plant some vegetables out there that your neighbors can come and harvest as they need. I think this is a really good idea, especially for those of us who live in areas where there are a lot of lower income or people on a fixed income. Just letting people know that, yeah, you can come by and you can pick a few tomatoes, or you can come by and you can pick a few cucumbers, or some lettuce if that's what you need. Now, I would suggest that if you do that you definitely have that area fully marked, that this is the area to go into and not to go into the backyard where your big gardens are. Or if you didn't want to do that, possibly set up a fruit stand like at the farmer's market, and put a sign that says free on it, and put the fruit out there that way. I'm saying this because I have listened to about 30 different channels all over the United States, New Zealand, Australia, talking about, even in the United Kingdom, talking about there being empty shelves in the stores, the prices being horrendously high, and people getting food that when they get it home, it has bugs in it. Okay? And some farmers markets do not have items because the farmers have not had rain to grow the produce, so it's not reaching the farmers market. So, like I said, I think it's a fairly good idea. If you can't do the garden or the box out in your front yard, because I understand, I'm in a HOA, I can't do that here. We have rules. If you know of people in your neighborhood who are on a fixed income, which I do, if you could buy extra items that you know that they're going to use, and just go and drop it off anonymously. I have done that a few times. Okay. Um, One of our local farmers actually has a service that he provides that you buy a box of food ahead of time and just give him the address of a family in need, and you pay for the box. He delivers the box. When he's asked, why are you giving us this? He just says, well, somebody paid for it and said to deliver it to you. So um, that I have done that. Okay. Um, you need to look around your neighborhood because a lot of these older people, they will not ask for help. And I know I sound like I'm almost in tears because one of the neighbors down the street recently passed. And one of the reasons for them passing was they couldn't afford their medications. And no one knew it. And it's just a very sad situation because their family lives across the country. And, their house has already been vandalized. I mean, their family hasn't been able to get here yet, and someone's already gone in and vandalized the house. So, I don't know what to tell you on that. All I can tell you is you live in the neighborhood, you possibly walk around the neighborhood. Um, Please be aware that there are older people who are now making the choices of, do I take my medication today or do I hold it off for an extra day? And do I pay all of my electric bill or only part of it? Um, do I go to the food bank and stand there for hours only to be told that they have no food? This is happening, folks. So, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. For some people, we've been in a recession for the last couple of years. For some people, they've been in a depression for the last 6 months. And for other people, they're being priced out of their homes. Okay? A lot of you are going to say, well, uh, they shouldn't have a mortgage that high or they shouldn't be renting that high. Okay? There's nothing else available. To give you an idea, a certain family that I know, their rent was $352 a month. 3 months ago, their rent tripled. It is now $1,100 a month. And all through the pandemic, through all the shutdowns, they paid their rent on time. They were good tenants. They've taken real good care of this man's property. But because of the increase in taxes, the rent has to go up. And this family is now scrambling, trying to figure out where they're going to go. Thankfully, they do have a small tent trailer, which I think that they will probably live in for a time. But not everyone has that. So there is an increase of homelessness on the streets. It's out there, okay? It's happening. And I think it's going to happen a lot more. And on top of that, the video that I put up last night that you needed to go watch, and on top of that, you have other individuals who seem to think that they are above the law. This is a sad situation, folks. I can't tell you exactly what to do, but I would encourage you to please check on your seniors. Make sure that they have what they need. Okay? Yeah, that's what I have for you this morning. And with that, I want to let y'all go. Oh, by the way, let me show you this. Because I saw one of you preppers told me, oh, well, if you got a whole bunch of tomatoes, freeze them until you get enough of them. I can say don't do that. This is why. I froze them. I've now defrosted them. Do you see all that water? I defrosted them to do for later. Yeah, this will be going to my chickens. So, I took them out last night to defrost overnight. And I come in this morning to this. So, unfortunately, I listened to an individual online who told me that this would be good to do. My experience, I have to say that, no, this is not good to do, okay? Don't do this. Hey, baby. Just so you know, I really didn't need the extra tomatoes, but if that was all I had, that would be devastating to me. So, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. I don't want to see you lose your produce like I just did. At least I have chickens that will be happy to eat the tomatoes, and they're not going to go to waste. But to me, it's very wasteful. What just happened to me? So, like I said, I really don't need the tomatoes. I've already got enough spaghetti sauce and salsa put up. But that was painful this morning, before my first cup of coffee. So, I'll show you. I don't know if you can hear. But there's my 22-year-old kitty cat sitting on her blanket on the top of the couch. Can you say good morning, Tiger? Good morning, Tiger. Yeah? Say, leave me alone, I'm sleeping. Yeah, she's sitting right above me. Both my animals are right up on me, so I'm assuming that we got bad weather coming in, because this is normally what they do when bad weather is coming. So, yeah. With that, I'm going to let y'all go. And y'all have a blessed day. Bicycle.